You been on to anyone to fix them pipes yet?
No, I haven't. Not yet.
For God's sake, Jimmy, I can't live like this, drenching water off the neighbours, getting Carmel to do me washing. Something's got to be done.
Well, I'm sorry, love, I can't fix it.
Well, find someone who can.
And how are we going to pay for it? Hey, we're skint. We'll just have to wait until my grant check comes through.
Jimmy, we've got a 1,500 quid overdraft. Your grant check will have to go on that.
We can squeeze the price of a plumber out of it, can't we? Stop worrying, will ya?
Well, I am worrying. Look, the place is falling apart around our ears. All you do is sit there doing flaming homework.
Aye, this is my second subject assignment, this. And it's already a day late.
Yeah, and I've got a house with 2 kids and no hot water.
Will you just let me get on and finish this? Otherwise there'll be no grant check coming through. I'll be out on my ear.
Look, not until you've got the pipes done.
Oh, can't it wait another day?
No, we can't wait. I want it done today.
And where are you going now?
You just do what I've told you to do, all right?
Right, here you go, sunshine. My half of the phone bill and me totally skint.
Well, there's no rush. If it's short, you can wait.
No, I'll pay me way. I don't want to run up any more debts.
Ron, are you going to this funeral for Molly's mother-in-law?
No, I'm not, mate. I'm going to stay well away from that one.
Well, in that case, have you got a black tie you can lend me? This one seems to be past its best.
Sorry, can't help you there either. Mine got lost when I moved in here.
Oh, hi, Ron.
Hello, Jack. Come in.
Is David in?
Yeah?
Oh, hi, David. Sorry to bother you at home.
That's no problem. What can I do for you?
Right, well, I'll leave you to it.
Do you remember when I left work, you know, to have the baby, and you said you'd hold my job open?
Yes.
Do you think I could come back?
Yes, of course, but are you ready?
Well, to tell you the truth, we need the money.
Ah. No, that's fine, if you're sure. Next week?
Oh, that's great. Yeah, thanks, David, thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, love. Did I make it? Greg Shadwick, the builder. And this is Candy. You phoned me last night? Leaking pipe?
Oh, yeah, right, the pipe. I'm finishing off the kitchen area around the back. Miss Kitson did say she wanted it done.
Sorry. Shadwick and Son? Oh, I'm sorry about that, love. If you can just bear with me till later on this afternoon, I'll get someone round. I've got a bit of an urgent job on at Manor Park. I realise that, Mrs. Jones. No later than 3. OK, thanks. Tell her. Sorry about that. Right, where were we? Oh, yeah, leaking pipe. No problem, love.
Miss Kitson did tell me she wants the tile and stuff finished this week.
That's right. She wants the sink unit replacing as well, doesn't she? Easy peasy. I'll get the gate out the van.
Are you leaving your dog in here? I don't think Helen would like that.
What, little Candy? She's got a scold. Right, I better get cracking. Oh, I'll tell you what, love. I'll have to shut the water off to mend the leaking pipe. Better get the kettle on before we start, eh?
Jack? Jackie? Hi, love.
Dad, what are you doing?
All right, son. Where's Jackie?
She's gone away for a few days. What are you doing, taking money from the till?
Don't worry. Just a loan. I'll give you an eye over you.
Can't do that, Dad. Jackie, you're mad.
What else can I do? I'm skint.
You can't be that badly off.
Michael, I am, believe me. I am literally on the bones of it. I spent everything I had helping her to keep this place when Bradley pulled out. She owes me, so she's going to have to sub me until she can come up with the lump sum. So you just make sure you keep that in a safe place for when we do the final reckoning up.
Well, she's not going to be happy about this.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but that's just the way things are. Any chance of any brekkie, son? I'm starving. Cup of coffee, a bit of toast will do.
Dad, we don't do toast. We only do croissants and bagels.
All right, then, I'll have some of them. It's not like our Jackie to take time off. Has she gone away?
Oh.
Well, where's she gone then? To your mother's?
I asked her that, but she said no. There you go. That's $2.70, that, please.
You what? You get a full fry up for that.
Well, this is better for someone with a dicky heart, remember?
Yeah. Well, you might think so. I don't. All right. Put a note for $2.70 in the till, will you? And no sugar in the coffee.
Dad, we never give credit.
Michael, I've told you, this is different. She owes me.
I thought we could use Matthew's room as a nursery, and we could redecorate Em's room for guests. What do you think?
That's a good idea, isn't it? And for a start, Julia would notice immediately. The baby's not born until September.
I wanted to do something. I want to make plans. I want to celebrate what's happened.
I know you do, but we've got to be practical. And being practical is making sure that nobody finds out. Look, darling, we've got to work out a cover story.
There's plenty of time for that when our baby comes.
No. If you want to decorate and so on, it's got to be planned well in advance. Look, people will know that Jackie is pregnant. So, if her baby suddenly disappears and we get one out of thin air, people are bound to put two and two together, aren't they?
Well, nobody will suspect anything, surely.
Of course they will.
Yay! Oh, it's only me. Oh, I'm sorry I'm late, but I've been rushed off my feet at the salon.
Oh, don't worry about that. Actually, I was going to suggest that when you've finished here, we do a couple of hours driving practice. What would you say?
Oh, that'd be lovely. Oh, no, I can't. Not today.
Well, why ever not?
Well, I've got to go back to the salon. There's no one to wash the client's hair today. And poor Peter, well, he needs all the help he can get since that half-paced little madam across the road did the dirty on him.
Are you sure?
Well, I can't leave the poor lad to struggle. He's just on himself since she jilted him. Do you know, it's criminal the way she's broken that poor lad's heart. She needs a backside tanning, if you ask me.
Well, what about tomorrow? It's your afternoon off, isn't it?
Oh, that'd be lovely. Are you sure you don't mind?
My pleasure, Julia. It's at 8.
I finish my driving book from the library and I read 3 pages of the Highway Code every night before I go to sleep.
Really?
Good. All my life I've read from the Book of Common Prayer and now it's the Highway Code. Oh, God forgive me. I only read my prayer book when I have my cocoa.
Let's just say I feel happy for the first time in a long, long time.
She's picked up marvellous, hasn't she? You know, it's like walking into the house and finding a new woman.
I think you're spot on, Julia.
Don't you be so cheeky. I'll just get him. Max! Chef for you.
Yes, Gordon.
I was just saying to Mr. Farnham, you're like a new woman these days.
I feel like a new woman ever since last week.
Oh, why? What happened then?
I just suddenly felt better.
Well,
Right.
I told you time works miracles, didn't I?
Saint, she's giving me hell.
I can't help you, mate.
She's just had to take another 2 bags of dirty washing round to their valves. We can't go on like this.
We'll get a plumber in.
Oh, I've told you, I haven't got the money for a plumber.
I helped you with the washing, but I can't do any more. I mean, I'm all right messing around with compression fittings, but I can't cope with knackered piping. You need a professional.
Don't you know a mate who could do it? You know, someone you can recommend. Someone who'll do it on the cheap.
No, don't. You're going to have to get yellow pages, have a look around.
I haven't got time for all that. Already bunking off college to do my second subject assignment. She's going to kill me if I don't get something sorted.
Well, you ask him.
Well, he's a builder. He won't do it. And even if he does, it'll cost a bomb.
Well, just try asking.
And what if he can't?
Well, I'm sorry, mate, I can't help you.
All right, mates.
Right.
Nice dog.
Yeah, she's a star.
Just have the dog myself. Cracker. Followed me everywhere I went.
Really?
Listen, I've got a bit of a problem with my pipes at home. Do a bit of plumbing, do you?
What's the job?
Yeah, well, I was fitting this new washing machine and I've mangled all the pipes. Thing is, I can't turn the water on, you know, not without flooding the house out.
No, right.
So, we have a look. I mean, it's not too small a job, is it?
No way, mate, that's the firm's motto. No job too small.
All right, nice one. So, what will it cost? Like, you know, what will you rush me for?
Oh, first things first, mate, I'll have to have a look at it.
Oh, right, okay. Number 10, Brookside Close, just round the corner. Do you want to come and have a look now?
Hold your horses, will you? How about first thing in the morning?
Oh, you saved my life, mate. First thing in the morning, nice one, yeah.
It's your lucky day, mister.
Corkill, Jimmy.
You haven't beaten this next customer, you might have had to wait till next week.
All right. Well, I'll see you in the morning then, okay? Number 10.
No problem. Shabakin, son.
Oh, thanks. Oh, Max. Sorry to bother you, but do you happen to have a plain black tie you could lend me? I've got to go to a funeral later.
Yes, of course.
Whose funeral is it? Anyone we know?
No, it's relative of a friend of mine at the golf club. I feel I ought to go.
Well, I'll go and get the tie. Where is it?
Oh, leave it to me. I'll find it.
Right. Well, Susanna seems to be getting back to her old self, wouldn't you say? Yes, she's...
I was chatting to her yesterday and she was positively glowing with well-being. Well, that's good, because I know it's been a pretty long haul for both of you, also.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh, that's splendid. Just the job. Thanks a lot.
Has Max told you our news?
What news is that?
Well, I'd like to keep this strictly confidential at the moment, but, well... Susanna and I, we've been accepted by an agency that arranges adoptions.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Oh, splendid. Well done, both of you.
But we'd like to keep it completely to ourselves, just for the time being, until we know exactly what's happening.
Yes, of course. Mum's the word. No wonder you're walking on air. I suppose you had to go to counselling and interviews, all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, you kept this pretty close to your chest. But well done, well done. Congratulations. Right, I better be off.
Hey, come on, Tinner. Who are you hanging around here, lad?
Give us a bag of chips and I'll go then.
Oh, nice one. If you want to sit out here freezing to death, it's not worth a bag of chips to get shut here.
Is he hassling you?
Ah, there's no problem to me, lad.
Wish I could say the same.
Why? What's he done this time?
Well, he stormed out the house the other night with his little lady love and he went to stay at his mates as a protest. Camel's going up the wall. I suppose this means that Sharon's back at her dad's then.
As if you care.
All right. What are you doing anyway?
My mum won't let me in the house while she's at work, will she?
Well, you're supposed to be out looking for a job, aren't you?
I'll have a bag of chips. I'm starving.
Have you been down to Careers office?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, my... Yeah, mate, 2 bags of chips, please, mate. So what happened down there?
I went down to see about a modern apprenticeship for car mechanics. Well, I can't start it until September because there's too many on it.
Well, what about other apprenticeships? I mean, there must be more than car mechanics.
Well, I didn't ask.
God almighty, well, how do you expect to get anywhere if you don't ask, eh?
Everything has to be crap, all it.
Oh, don't talk like that. Get them. Get home and get changed. I'll be round in a minute.
Of course.
Because I'm going to take you back down to the Careers office. That's what for.
Yeah, you can't tell me what to do.
Don't start that with me. Now, you promise your mum you get a job, and I'm going to make sure that you do. Now, go on, I'll pick it up in a minute. See you later.
See you soon.
All right, Jim.
All right, Tim. Hey, boss, what I do? Listen, I know this is a big one, but I wanted to ask you a favour.
I'm listening.
Well, I know I said it would never happen, like. But, well, I'm sorry, but can you go on my late shift for me? It's just, I've got this assignment to do for college, you know, and it should have been in this city, but one with all the palaver with the...
No worries, Jim.
Oh, right. Thought you'd at least let me with the sack there.
Life's too short for that, mate. Go ahead.
Nice one, don't forget it.
Hang on a minute, Jimmy. Want you and Lindsay to have these?
What are they? P45s?
Flaming bonuses for you.
Oh?
Look, it's only 75 notes each, like, but... Well, thanks for holding the fort when I was up to here with the court case.
Very nice one, boss. Cheers.
Do you know what Norman gave Edie for her 80th birthday?
What?
That coffin. It's what she wanted, so she went with him to choose it.
See you tomorrow morning, mate, first thing.
Like I said, first thing, we'll sort you out.
Nice one, number 10, okay? Down.
Shelby, son. All right, son. I'll be there in half an hour. Okay, call it 15 minutes. I'll eat my butties on the way. Cheers.
You going?
Yes, love. Bit of an emergency.
What about work?
Well, I fixed the leak and replaced the unit. It's just that bit of tiling and finishing off. I'll see to it tomorrow.
Thought you said you'd finish it today.
I know I did, love. But I've got an old age pension without any heat in this weather.
What time tomorrow?
I'll just get me tools.
What time? I've got clients calling in.
I'll sort you first thing. Promise.
Can I get you another beer, Dad?
Who's paying, like?
Well, I thought you could go on your IOU.
So did you now? Didn't take you long to latch onto that, did it? All right. Well, by the way, I'm going to need another 50 out the till.
Another 50? You only had 50 quid a few hours ago.
I told you, I'm skint. Had to get some shopping and some petrol. 50 quid doesn't go far these days, you know.
Dad, I can't see why you're so hard on. What are you getting in the way of benefits?
Hey, don't you be accusing me of being some social security scrounger.
Haven't you signed on?
Never signed on before in my life, have I? I'm not going to start now. No one's pointing the finger at Ron Dickel. I pay me tax and insurance, and I brought up a family and stood on my own 2 feet.
Exactly. You've paid in all your life. And now you can't work because you've had 3 heart attacks and your business venture's been swallowed up by some gangster. Dad, you're entitled to something.
Yeah, well, I'm not going back on everything I stood for just for the sake of a few quid a week. Are you going to get them beers or what? And get the pudding menu while you're at it, will you?
You're daft. You're going to end up with nothing left of what Jackie owes you the way you're carrying on.
Yeah, well, at least I'll be spending money that's mine.
You all right?
She was a big part of my life after Norman died. It's just so sad there's hardly anyone left to come to her funeral.
You many family of your own?
Oh, there's no one on my side. There's 1 or 2 of Norman's cousins left, but they're pretty ancient now. Anyway, we're not in touch.
I see. Molly, look. Would you like to find somewhere for a spot of lunch?
I don't really feel like eating, thank you, David. Perhaps another time?
Yes, yes, of course.
Look, David, thank you very much for coming. I do appreciate it. And thank you for being such a good friend.
It's a pledge.
Right. You get to bed early tonight and set your alarm clock.
Oh, I don't know why I have to start tomorrow. Can't I start next week or something?
But your diary for tomorrow's not exactly full, is it?
I wanted to do car mechanics. Working in a builder's yard is some divvy's job.
Hey, it's a job. That's what you promised your mum you'd find.
Can't I carry on looking until I find a proper job?
No way. Listen, if you want to stay in mine and your mum's good books, you'll keep your head down and get on with it, all right?
20, 40, 50.
Thank you, Michael.
Sign that.
Right you are.
If your box carrying on like this, you should be down the social getting something out of them.
I told you, I'm not interested in begging peanuts off that lot. Don't you remember when you were on the old King Cole? 5 minutes after your Castellaro, you were touching me for loans. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I was getting peanuts. I was living alone, paying no rent, and I was single.
I'm single.
Can't you get this into your thick head? Benefits were made for people like you.
Give it a rest, Michael.
No, will you just listen? You've got a bad heart, you've got no house. You haven't to pay rent to Bing Crosby. You can't work, and on top of that, you've paid your taxes and you stand for donkey's years. It's about time you got something back. There could be quids in here.
Do you reckon?
Well, you can at least ring them up and ask.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I suppose I could do that.
Right. You'll want the benefits agency and the number will be in the book.
Right, I'll give him a quick ring.
Jackie doesn't like you making personal calls.
Well, busy about Jacqueline, isn't it? Surely she can spare a 2-minute phone call for her own father. If she wants me to pay, she can take it out of what she owes me.
Oh, go on, watch me struggle, won't you? Do you know, I've been off for days, all Val's getting this lot washed and dried. And I've had to fork out for taxis there and back.
All right, I know.
Oh, yes, you know, but you've been doing your own work.
Listen, got a bit of news for you. Gonna get the water back on first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah? Who's doing it?
Sinbad put me onto this Shadwick bloke. He's doing a bit of work on the parade.
Oh, be cheap then. Or is it a freebie?
Not exactly. He's gonna give us an estimate.
Do you think we can afford it?
Love, you were the one who said we can't go on like this. Anyway, look. Got a bit of a surprise off Mick earlier today. 75 quid each for me and Lindsay. Bit of a bonus for minding the shop during the court case.
Oh, wait, Jimmy, that's great. Well, things are looking up, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can manage after all. Seeing I've got my job back.
You what? Well, since when, like?
Since this morning, when it didn't look as if you were going to get off your backside. And I start next week.
Well, don't you think it's a bit soon, love? I mean, have you thought about what's it? Childminders.
We can't afford flaming childminders.
So what are we going to do with our wills, eh? With all of us working in mere college and all?
What we're going to do is pull together. And our Lindsay will have to do a bit more than she has been. Listen, Jimmy, I was left with Kylie for days on end when she was out gallivanting with Barry Grant. And you'll have to sort yourself out.
Right?
You'll be doing your share of the babysitting and all.
Oh, Max, thanks for the loan of the tie. I've given it a bit of a press.
Oh, no need for that. Thanks very much.
Look, this adoption business, I hope you don't mind my saying.
You haven't told anyone, have you?
Good Lord, no. I think you're absolutely right to keep it confidential. It's just that Susanna is so, bubbly and excited that, well, I think there's a danger she might let the cat out of the bag.
Oh, no. We've decided. She understands the position.
Well, she's having a pretty animated conversation with Carmel O'Leary out there.
Really?
God! I just thought I'd better mention it. Anyway, look, a mustache. Thanks again.
Yes, I do.
Oh, Susanna. I was just returning Max's tie.
Oh, will you stay for a coffee?
I'd love to, but work, you know.
Oh.
Mustache.
Right, bye then.
Bye-bye.
Bye, dear. What were you saying to Carmel O'Leary?
Oh, what do you mean?
You haven't told her about the baby, have you? About the adoption, about our cover story?
No, she just telling me young Tim's got a new job.
You do realise, don't you, that the cover story's for later, when we actually need it?
Of course. I know I want to tell the world. I do realise it has to be kept quiet.
Are you there? I've been transferred 4 times. Oh, hello? Hello? We might get somewhere if you switch that bloody stupid music off.
Dad, what are you playing at? You've been on that for ages.
Listen to that bloody stupid music. They've been transferring me from pillar to post here. Hello? Hello? Yes, I know, love. I'm still waiting. Is this the new modern Britain, is it? Having people hanging on for hours trying to talk to a government department? They must be joking.
Dad, why don't you just try and be patient? You're going to burst a blood vessel there.
Hello? To hell with it.
You can't just give up because you're not speaking to the right person.
Hey, I'm not giving up, sunshine. All the tax and insurance I've paid, I'm not being treated like that. What's this country coming to, eh? There's no way I'm giving up. I'm down that office tomorrow, and I tell you, I'll sort them out and get me money's worth.
Don't miss The Big Breakfast tomorrow morning, as Hollywood star and man of 1,000 haircuts Samuel L. Jackson is the special guest. Up next tonight here on 4 Cutting Edge continues to follow the Holiday Rescue Team.